All right, I'm going to say this once. Women can be in leadership within the church and should be in leadership within the church and should be pastors, all right? And so I wanted to get controversial again because you guys loved it so much based on your comments. But I figured it's helpful, it's helpful context, it's helpful understanding. We need to understand that those passages that talk about women not speaking in church and not having leadership roles are very specific case-by-case situations, right? So the moments that you see in Scripture where Paul is saying, listen, shut these women up, he's saying shut these specific women up. He's not saying shut all women up. There were women within the church of Corinth that were trying to just share what they thought the gospel was about, even though they didn't really have any knowledge or understanding of Jesus Christ and the apostles' teachings. So he was saying, listen, you got to be silent in church because you don't know what you're talking about. And then at home, learn from your husbands who understand the concepts and have been taught this, all right? And so that's a specific situation. You have to understand that women were in leadership in the New Testament and the Old Testament, but specifically in the New Testament because Christ advocated for women to be in the midst of leadership positions, right? So you have women like Phoebe, and you have women like Junia, and you have women like Priscilla, who all had leadership in the church, who all of them taught others how to follow Jesus Christ. And so, if you don't believe me, look it up. Even do a quick Google search. Google Junia, the apostle, right? Apostle, not helpmate, not servant, the apostle, all right? Junia the apostle. Look up Phoebe, a deacon of one of the local churches. She had a high up role within their church system. And then look up Priscilla, right? So Priscilla and Aquila, right? Priscilla was the woman, Aquila was the man, and yet she was the one who was doing the brunt of the ministry and spiritual work. And one of the literary devices that we have to know that is because her name was written down first before Aquila's, that she was the spiritual leader of that household and that home church. So, women can and should be in church ministry. And I think that's really important for us to dig into the deeper context, not just make a broad sweeping statement because we interpret the scripture that is being read super literal, covering every span of life, right? We have to look at it in its context. That's it.